Welcome everybody to my first podcast ever. I'm really excited and I have a very special guest for you today, and that's Jelle. Jelle, welcome to the studio, and can you introduce yourself?
Well, Stella, thank you for introducing me. My name is Jelle. I'm 20 years old. I am a first year's medical student, and I am from Zeeland. It's like about 200 kilometers away from here.
Okay, and you started here at the university doing medicine?
Yes.
And
Exactly.
why did you choose medicine?
That's a good question. Well, let me say, when I was in high school, I didn't really know what to choose actually. I had fear of choosing. And well, I thought it was last year, I was thinking by myself, okay, I've chosen the natural science profile on high school, so subjects like physics, mathematics, chemistry, biology. And I thought by myself, Jelle, do I want to look at a computer screen for the rest of my life and do technical stuff or whatever? Or do I want to work with people and do I want to cure people or things like that? And I thought myself, yes, that's what I want to do. So I decided to study medicine.
Okay, and what kind of challenges did you encounter in your first year?
In my first year, yeah. Well, first of all, let me say that it's not an easy study. I studied health sciences before, for like a step before going into medicines, because I didn't immediately got applied for studying here. But I have to say that it's taking and asking a lot of effort from you, and a lot of motivation as well. It was not really always easy to keep that motivation inside you.
Yeah, and so what did you do with to overcome these challenges?
To overcome these challenges, well, I kept talking to myself, come on, you can do this. I kept making goals for myself, like on Friday I want to have finished this, and at the end of the week I want to have done this, and I want to have studied this. But it's not always as easy as I had it in my mind.
Okay, and so something went wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong. I found out that it was like I was losing myself on my way in my way of studying, and I felt like, is this really what I want? Is this really what I want to be in my life? Hesitation, like what a lot of young students are facing. It's also what I had.
And what did you do then? You found
Well,
out?
I pulled the alarm bell. I thought by myself, yeah, I have to go to the general practice, to the doctor. And he sent me to a psychologist. And as you might know, psychologists are really good in like finding out how things are, how they are. They are really like thinking with you, like where did it start wrong, where did it go wrong. I mean, and that's a really intense, long traject, like broad. How do you call that?
Traject.
Yeah.
Or a long period of
Yeah,
time it takes.
long period of time it takes before you
And then-
find out what's wrong with you.
Yeah. And then you came to me.
I came to you exactly.
I suggested.
not long, or not really long after I went to the doctor. I went to you as well, and you had a really another point of view on how to solve insecurities and fear of choosing. So you sent me to Master One of Creative Consciousness. That's mindfulness training.
Or in personal development course.
Exactly. Yeah.
And what has this course brought you?
Well, I started to believe in myself, and I thought like, yeah, making choices is actually better than not making choices, because, well, if you have vanilla ice cream and chocolate ice cream and you like both of them, or maybe you hate both of them, you discuss both of them, you have to choose one.
Choose. Yeah.
Otherwise someone else will do it for you.
And you got the power to choose
I got the power to choose
from that course.
from that
Wow.
course.
And
Exactly.
other things that you got insights that you think this is
Yeah,
relevant.
it's about integrity. I don't know if you...
Integrity.
Yeah, integrity.
Do what you say you would do.
Do what you should, yeah, exactly.
By when you said you would do it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So making goals for yourself, strive to those goals. And I realized like, hey, it's a big attack on your security, on your self-belief when you like do not fulfill the goals or the promises that you make to yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
So that's something that was kind of, I would not say mind-blowing, but it was really like, oh yeah, it was an eye-opener.
Wow. And what did you decide now after 4 days?
After 4 days of an intense project, an intense course, I decided to go on with medicine.
Wow, yes.
Yeah.
High five. Great. And what would you suggest to other students that are struggling with the same issues that you had?
I would suggest to, there are a lot of students
Struggle.
who struggle, who have hesitation about their studies, about their life maybe. I would recommend them to, first of all, believe in yourself, but that's quite cliche, of course, to say right now. I would advise them to not go to a psychologist, especially not when you're young. I mean, you don't
No.
have kids yet, you are not having a bad marriage yet.
No.
I mean, like, do not do those things. I would go to Master 1 of Creative Consciousness, mindfulness training.
At least learn something about personal development.
Yeah.
Things that they never
Yeah.
taught you at school.
I mean, yeah, you never learn those things at school. I mean,
Right.
it would be great if it's like available for all students.
This could be implemented somewhere or
Yeah, in
after
between-
high school.
In
Yeah.
between high school and then academic
Yeah,
university or.
Yeah, that would be a very good, a very big dream of mine.
Yeah.
So maybe we strive for
We
that.
will strive for that.
Jelle, thank you very much.
Thank you as well.
Lots of success, and this was the first podcast. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.